best racing car simulators are now available for your personal and corporate entertainment. We manufacture for sale or hire open wheel and saloon car simulators. Don't bore your guests with long speeches. Entertain them with something a little different at your corporate events. Set an impression that lasts forever with our car simulators. Put the brakes on your busy schedule and call us today on 0800 497 377.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us and bearing with us. It has been a very big process to get to this point in time. So, 15 laps for race 1 of the 2017 Hyper Stimulator Supercars League. Lights are on, lights out, and we are green. Trevor Wilson started on the pole with Craig Priest next to him as we head down towards turn 1 here at Phillip Island. Aaron Wilson on the outside of Chris Bramley as Bramley's looking up the inside. Oh, there's contact. Craig Priest managing to get in a second. Kinsman looking to go around the outside. Oh, he's snuck in behind. Oh, and Priest has gone off. Oh, in front of the field. Oh, drama unfolding in turn 2. So, order now shuffled up a little bit. So we now have Trevor Wilson in the lead, Chris Bramley in second, as Kinsman's looking around the outside of Bramley, but he's on, but Christensen's done him around the inside. For what's happened, a lot of a mix-up, so should be good to be racing now. So Trevor Wilson on the pole as before, lights under, away we go on. Wilson, how's it gone? There's a problem there. You can't see the lights very well, so people are having to rely on things such as the timing box. Trevor Christensen leads, and Bugler's gone off straight ahead at turn 1. Oh, big moment. Further in the field. Oh, there's contact between Wilson, Craig Priest, Chris Bramley, and I think that was Brad Jessen. Yes, it was. Oh, and there's more contact between Darren Owen. Oh my, there's just been absolute carnage everywhere on the first lap. It's been all sorts. Oh, Kinsman trying to back it into the corner. We'll actually go back and have a look at that start as to what's actually, when multiple cars actually go off. what's actually happening is, Google's got, oh, he's just straight ahead into the, off the racing line. Back to live racing. Trevor Christensen leads the race after lap 1. Daniel Kinsman follows him in second, with Aaron Wilson third, Rob Derrick fourth, Jason Wilds fifth. On Luke Dunsford is gone wide, and that's allowed Trevor Wilson into fifth, sixth. Right, it is time to go racing for about the billionth time now. Lights are on. Trevor Wilson on pole, Craig Priest second, Aaron Wilson third, Trevor Christensen fourth, Daniel Kinsman fifth. That's your top five. Lights are on. We are green and racing for race one of the 2017 Auckland, New Zealand Supercars League at Phillip Island. As Craig Priest has got a great start to go around the outside of Trevor Wilson here at turn one. Aaron Wilson pulling it up the inside of Trevor Christensen. Oh, Christensen and Wilson have run wide. Oh, there's contact between Priest and Wilson, sorry. So that'll two championship contenders both off. I would presume Trevor will wait for Craig, which he has, which is good. Oh, and a bit of a wiggling going on there from Carl Reed. Apparently hearing more buglers going up the inside of Nathan. Yeah, it is here. It's on the side side. Oh, the side by side. Pedal rubbing there. Buglers forcing the issue. With a bit of a moment there, but he's got the job done. So that's now put him up into 9th position by the looks of it. Very large field actually tonight. It's a massive field, probably one of the biggest we've actually had in a very long time. So as they come through the final corner now onto the front straight to start lap number 2. This is a 15-lap race with one compulsory pit stop. So it is Trevor Christensen who leads, Aaron Wilson, then Daniel Kinsman rounds out the podium, Brad Jesson 4th, Chris Bramley 5th, Daniel Eaglet 6th as he goes up the inside of Rob Derrick, who is in 7th, Jason Miles 8th, and Nathan Addison 9th, looking to go around the outside of Jason Miles to get 8th. No, Jason's going to hold his own, or Addison might be able to go around the outside here. No, the slots are behind, good driving, and that goes back to Luke Dunsford in 10th. 11th is Tony Dance, 12th is Craig Priest. He's made his way back through the field, and so is Trevor Wilson, as Wilson's looking up the inside doing a bit of rallying. Oh, and there's contact up further up the road. What's happened here? Something between Luke Dunsford and Nathan Addis, as there's a bit of tie smoke from Craig Priest there by the looks of it. We'll just quickly go back and have a look at what's happening here between Nathan Addis. As Wilds has gone off into the grass. Whoa! Rob Derrick running wide, and Jason Wilds just about collecting Nathan Addison, causing an Alex Bremer and James Courtney incident there. That was not going to look pretty. So Trevor Wilson is looking like he's going to go around the outside there and hold the view, which is still a little bit behind. And focus on this medal. Oh, he's on the grass. He's doing a bit of Trevor Christensen driving here. The other statesman and rally start of our league, but back to live. So he has actually got the move done. So Darren Owen is now sitting in, I believe, 14th position. 15th is Taylor Oakes. 16th is Sean Petrie. 17th is Carl Rennie. That is the field as we skip back through to find the leaders. Quite a bunch, top 5 actually quite bunched up at the moment, which is looking quite good. As Kinsman, is looking to go no, Jesson's looking to go up the inside of Kinsman, and he's done Bramley at the same time. Oh, Kinsman using the grass there. That is not the racing line or the racing surface, but points for effort. So just behind Kinsman now. I'm not sure if the position now. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe he is. Oh, Bradley's ran wide there. Kinsman's going to go up the inside at Loogie Heights, and Bugler's looking to make a move up the... Oh, no. Oh, Kinsman trying to force the issue on. Jesson's run wide there. So that's now allowed Bugler and Bramley and Kinsman that will go through one position side by side with Bramley and Bugler here. Oh, and Bramley's forced him out. tonight. A number of these guys, especially Bugler and Kinsman, have a karting background. I believe Chris Bramley's also done some racing as well, but I'm yet to get confirmation of that. Asking myself. Aaron Wilson, also a karter, very well known in the Pro Kart Shifter Kart series scene. And then you go to Trevor Christensen, who is our rally star. So the top 5 actually, and Brad Jessen in the GTR NZ driving as Evo. So the top 5 are actually occupied by all real life drivers at the moment, which is actually quite funny. Oh, as Kinsman just lunges it up the inside after backing it in, but that pretty much ruins his run out of the corner, and Bugler goes through into 5th position. The top 6 actually. I do apologise. Rob Derrick and Nathan Addis looking to scrap for the minors at the moment. Between for 7th and 8th, Nathan Addis is doing a bit of drifting there, and back in the background there, focus on the battle between Craig Priest, and Tony Dance for the top 10, final top 10 positions, 9th and 10th. Jason Wilds not too far in behind, and I believe he's going to go around the outside of... No, he's not. I am mistaken. I take that back. But he is looking to try and make a move on Luke Luke Dunsford for 12th position. So Tony's actually got quite a good run out of the final corner there. So let's actually have a look and see how he's actually done. Yeah, so he's actually got quite a nice clean run out of the corner there. So focusing on Luke Dunsford and Trevor Wilson coming together. On Darren Owen and Taylor Oakes making contact. Oh, and Darren's gone around. That's a bit of a hit there for him. His own doing, unfortunately. So, but unfortunate for him as that drops him all the way down to 15th position. But Luke Dunsford now going up the inside of Taylor Oakes, but that has been very premature, and he's gone let Taylor Oakes straight by. Rob Derrick and Craig Priest going side by side now at the moment. We're going just trying to find a way past, and Craig seems to have a little bit better pace. Seems to be better under brakes into on the inside of the Ruby Heights as they come around the final corner. Craig's actually monstered him on the exit of the second last corner, so that's proven speed difference. And Rob Derrick's actually going to get done by Tony Dance here as well if he's not careful. The Technicaliato Simon Crew painted Ford Falcon is making his way through the field quite well, actually. He's looking at a top 10 position at this rate. Tony not having the greatest of rounds at Simmons Plains in Tasmania last round, but he's definitely come alive here at Phillip Island, so props to him. He hasn't actually done any practice. Nobody has on this track anyway. We were on a different track, and then we started having problems with Windows, so we've had to resort to a backup version, which is a decent version nevertheless. But yeah, so everybody actually doing quite well for the limited time practice on this version of the track. So just cycling through the field, trying to find what's happening here, and Bramley's looking to make a move on Aaron Wilson, who is actually leading the race. I'm not sure what's happening to Trevor Christensen there. Don't know what's on. Kinsman's gone off, or is it? No, it's Jessen, sorry. Jessen's run wide out of Ruby Heights. So Wilson taking a bit of a wide line there, out of the final corner. That's compromised his exit. Bramley's in the draft in that Nissan Altima with Castrol and BP Ultimate and Main Freight all over it. Is he going to get the move done here at turn 2? Oh, a bit of a tap from Bramley. Not sure if that is... I would say he's probably going to readdress, and he has good sportsmanship and following the rules as per usual. So that's now allowed Trevor Christensen into the lead. Aaron Wilson trying to get back mine into the lead of the race. Bramley's trying to find a way past Wilson to get into second position. These guys have to be careful though, as Bugler is right on their tail for the podium, and Wilson's going to look up the inside. It's Siberia. Is it going to get stuck? Oh, a bit of contact. Bit of rubbing his race in, and Bramley's going to go around the outside at Hayshed. And he gets the move done up the inside. So as they now head towards Loogie Heights, it's now Trevor Christensen, Chris Bramley, Aaron Wilson, and Bugler's going to... There's no way that was going to happen, but he had a look around to possibly go around the outside at Loogie Heights, and Wilson having a bit of a moment, stunning us all as he touches the grass. Car already just moving underway, and well... and having a bit of a moment on the grass at the same time, as Brad Jesson on a big moment into pit lane from Brad Jesson. That's a massive shunt. Comment speak made from Brad Jesson there. Where did that tile come from? Well, it's right there. Anyway, so here is the first two pit. So now Bramley is looking to go around the outside at turn Southern Loop. Around the outside of Trevor Christensen, but that was never going to happen. It is a very hard corner to do that, so see if he does him at the Honda hairpin. Is he going to do it? No, even Wilson has a look up the inside, but then he even gets it wrong. And that allows Bugler onto the podium. So now Bugler is in a podium contention spot, but he's got Aaron Wilson all over his rear end. So I'm going to say the racing is going to be between those two. So currently just the field starting to spread out. Was that it? No, my mind's playing tricks on me there. I thought the car was just going off to the side of Jason Miles. Yeah, I think it actually was, but can't be certain. So Brad Jesson has come out way down the order. He is sitting currently 12th. So he hasn't actually lost too big of a gap, despite the big hit of a massive shunt. It would have had to fix the damage. But he is now going to be recovering, and I believe Jason Wilds had a moment there. I'm not too sure, as we're actually having a number of pit stops taking place at the moment. Christensen, Wilson, Addis, Kinsman, all in the pits. I think Craig Priest was even in the pits, was he? No, he wasn't actually. So, Kinsman just runs into the back of Aaron Wilson there. Rob Derrick now in the pit lane. Carl Rene coming in for his pit stop, and same with Jason Wilds. So now I'm a bit confused here. Leading the race. However, Bramley is in front of Bugler. It's actually saying he's fourth now, even though he's yet to pit. Tony Dance is in third, and Craig Priest is in second. This is a bit odd at the moment. I'm going to say that it's a timing glitch, by the looks of it. Unless... no, I think we may have had an issue here. Chris Bramley may have... Oh no, there he is, he's in the pits. So... not sure what's happened here, but that's very bizarre. As Craig Priest, your current race leader by the looks of the timing screen, is in pit lane. As Bramley leaves, it is a bit confusing as to what's going on at the moment. May have to wait for the timing to refresh itself at the moment, because this is looking a bit bizarre. Oh no, it is, yes, it is fixing itself. I do apologise. So it is Chris Bramley in the lead at the moment, with Trevor Christensen second, which is what it should have been, as Car Rene has a bit of a moment off Flugie Heights. Go back through the field. Rob Derrick coming in for a second stop. Not sure whether that's a drive-through. Oh no, he's been given a drive-through for speeding into pit lane. Oh, that's not ideal and not probably what he wanted either, so... The timing screen that's still sorting itself out. So, it's Trevor Christensen in first. I'm going to say Chris Bramley, even though there's something weird going on. In second, Daniel Bugler third, Craig Priest fourth. Yes, there's something very bizarre going on with the timing at the moment. I do apologise, I'm even stunned myself. So, Oz Wilson has a moment there. That's dropped him back through the field. So, timing screen should refresh itself. So, it goes through the order with 5 laps to go. It is Chris Bramley who leads this race by quite a sizable margin of 4.5 seconds, 4.6 to be exact. Trevor Christensen second, Daniel Bugler third, Craig Priest fourth, Nathan Addis fifth. Quite a alright race for him by the looks of it. 6th is Daniel Kinsman, 7th is Aaron Wilson, 8th is Brad Jesson, so he's recovered into a top 10 position, so very good drive by him. 9th is Trevor Wilson, 10th is Taylor Oakes, 11th is Jason Wilds, 12th is Tony Dance. I'm not sure what's going on there. Doesn't appear to be any damage, and he's coming for a pit stop as well. I'm not sure if that was scheduled or... No, he's coming to pit lane. Oh, so he's actually run his stint long, so that would be why. So Darren Owen's coming to the pit lane. Oh no, he's had to serve a drive-through. He's sped into pit lane. So making the same mistake that Rob Derrick did. Oh. Number of these guys getting caught out by that control line, as it actually isn't distinctive at this version of the circuit, unfortunately. So that is causing a number of controversies and random events to take place. Sean Petrie is, I believe it's his first stop. He's probably taken on a bit much fuel, so that's going to hamper his race a little bit. The field looking like it's fairly spread out by the looks of it. So something's happened to Trevor Christensen here. I'm not sure. We'll quickly go back and have a look. I'm not exactly sure how he's gone from where he was all the way down to 7th. Bit of a mistake. Oh no! So he's come into the Honda hairpin. Oh, the curb's just spun him and he's just rotated it. Oh, and Wilson just ploughing straight into the left-hand side of the car. That's not going to do Christensen any good at all, and probably going to slightly hamper Wilson to some extent. So that has meant that the entire order, well, the top 5 anyway, has changed a little bit. So now Chris Bramley leads by quite a sizable margin to Daniel Bugler. It's probably unlikely Bugler's going to be able to catch and pass Bramley, the consistent Bramley, to be honest, as he's had actually quite a few good rounds, so he is looking like he could well be a possible title contender is the word, because I'm struggling to even English right now. Anyway, Bugler has done 2 rounds and he's looking fairly good. We will actually pull up the championship points as they stand prior to this round, after race 1, just so you all know what is happening in the championship fight. And you'll actually be very surprised to know that it's actually very close, with more than a number of drivers being tied for points. So, good to see some very close competition. On Bugler's run one, Priest has gone through, he's on the outside here, coming into Siberia though. So is he going to hold it around the outside, or is he going to play it safe? No, he's going to actually try and hold it around the outside of Bugler, and he's going to get it done. He's got rubbing panels and doors. As they come into Hayshed, he's managed to squeeze through. That'll be Craig Priest into second position. That shuffles Daniel Bugler into third, and now Nathan Addis is on the hunt as Priest has run a little bit wide through Loogie Heights, but he's got the inside line, so he's going to be defending into the exit. And Nathan Addis is even going a bit of rallycross here, as he's trying to find a way past. And Bugler's actually done him around the outside, so he's actually gone back up the inside of him there, of Craig Priest. So now Bugler's back up in the second, Nathan Addis in the 4-square Commodore, Holden Commodore, now on the tail of these two. So he'll be looking to try and make another solid result out of it, as he is not doing too bad, but he could be doing better in the championship. So he'll be looking to try and get some solid points tonight, so he can have as good of a result as possible towards the championship and overall round. On Karine, having another moment in front of Daniel Kinsman. That was extremely close. That would have been probably moment. So right on the outside as he comes around, spins and rolls, and that was mighty close. Extremely close for Kinsman there. We're just going to quickly on. We've got a battle between Trevor Wilson and Brad Jessen here for the top 10. This will be 7th position. Wilson on the inside, Jessen on the outside. Jessen thinks better of it and takes a safer line of going back up, well, sliding back in behind Wilson. I believe we've also got a battle for the final podium, well, top 10 position. Now on Wines has just done it. He's gone off, even though he was that close to a top 10 position. Tony Dance is not far behind, as he's looking like he's struggling a bit. He could have used his tyres a little bit here, although I don't see that being a problem, as he did pit fairly early. However, it's not 100% tyres within 5 laps. A number of people can testament to that. I will not name names, but a lot of us can. So the battle for the podium still going on. Nathan Addis just quietly sitting in behind. We've got 1 lap remaining. It's looking like Bradley's got this one wrapped up and stacked up. So Craig Priest is sitting pretty in second. He's gone defensive, which may have paid off. Oh, he got a little bit loose then. Bugler's going to go do the crossover, as he's going to go around the outside here at Siberia. He's going to get it done. Oh, and a big shove from Daniel Bugler. So that's on. Nathan Addis having a big moment of just about wiping out Craig Priest in the process there. Not sure if Craig will put a bit of a complaint in about that, but nevertheless, the timing playing up again with, for some reason, Chris Bramley saying he's at the back, even though he's not. So scrolling through, it looks like everybody's positions are pretty secure. So as he comes around the final corner, it will be for race 1. Your race 1 winner will be Mr. Chris Bramley, to take another win in the Castrol BP Ultimate Main Freight Nissan. And Craig Priest, Craig Priest has actually got him back. Craig Priest has come back on the final corner of the race to take second position from Daniel Bugler. Bugler's just run slightly wide. What's happened here? Bugler's just run slightly wide, and it's been a drag race to the line, and he's actually got him. Oh, what a finish. Bugle around at the podium though. That will be Nathan Anderson in 4th, Aaron Wilson 5th. Good try from those 5. Daniel Kinsman 6th. 7th will be Trevor Christensen. Unfortunately, with that mishap where he just spun the rears up, it cost him dearly. But anyway, 8th will be Trevor Wilson. 9th will be Brad Jessen. So good recovery into the top 10. Oh, as the race is done, he just pelts into the back of Trevor Wilson. 10th will be Taylor Oakes. 11th will be Jason Wilds. 12th will go to Tony Dance. 13th will go to Rob Derrick. I've actually had to scroll around the time page here as we've actually got that many competitors. And then we go back to Darren Owen in 14th, and then Sean Petrie and Carl Rene, who were a lap or more down. Luke Dunsford has actually been disqualified. I'm not sure how that's been done, but anyway, thanks for joining us for race 1. A very exciting race, to be honest. So we'll be back for race 2, and we'll pull the points up for you now. Actually, we'll do it just before race 2, so you have time to go away, grab a drink, or do whatever.
The world's best racing car simulators are now available for your personal and corporate entertainment. We manufacture for sale or hire open wheel and saloon car simulators. Don't bore your guests with long speeches. Entertain them with something a little different at your corporate events. Set an impression that lasts forever with our car simulators. Put the brakes on your busy schedule and call us today on 0800 497 377.
Yeah, Bradley, what was happening with you? Because like every time I was looking at the timing screen, you'd suddenly drop down the show. It was really weird. You go back to the normal save and you pop up back in. It was really weird.
Well, occasionally you get someone who does, but they do shitloads of races at home, you know. But it's good fun. It's very addictive, like my heart's quite well fit. It's got a fibrillation or quite going on. It's pretty intense. Can we come some
Oh mate, it was fucking mad. It was better because no one was screaming their fucking heads off.
six cars like threw a whole blanket over for a while.
Supercars racing car simulators are now available for your personal and corporate entertainment. We manufacture for sale or hire open wheel and saloon car simulators. Don't bore your guests with long speeches. Entertain them with something a little different at your corporate events. Set an impression that lasts forever with our car simulators. Put the brakes on your busy schedule and call us today on 0800 497 377.
Hello and welcome back to the Hyper Stimulator New Zealand Supercars League, live from Phillip Island. So, before the break, we did mention we will pull up the points before we go racing. So, there are your current points to date, as prior to coming into the round. So, in first we have equal. We have Chris Bramley and Craig Priest on 40 points. Third is Trevor Wilson on 39 points. Fourth is Nathan Addis with 32 points. Fifth equal was Rob Derrick and Taylor Oakes on 29. Daniel Bugler is in 7th with 22. Trevor Christensen and Jason Wilds equal for 8th with 21 points. David Stevens, a reigning Pro League Vet Supercar champion here, on 15 points in 10th. 11th is Daniel Kinsman with 12 points. 12th is Aaron Wilson with 8 points. On to the next page. 13th equal is Jen Siverson and Tony Darts with 7 points. 15th equal is Andrew Jones and Brad Jessen on 6 points. 17th is Scott Hatton on 5 points. 18th is Darren Owen on 4 points, and 19th is Louis Cachero on 3 points. So those are your points for the current championship. We are about to go racing for race number 2. It is so for those of you who are joining us for the first time, it is a reverse grid of race 1's finishing positions. So it will be Luke Dunsford and Carl Rene on the front row. Third will be Sean Petrie, 4th Darren Owen, 5th Rob Derrick, 6th Tony Dance, 7th Jason Wilds, 8th Taylor Oakes, 9th Brad Jesson, and 10th is Trevor Wilson. That is your top 10 as the lights are on. We are ready. The revs are rising, the lights are on, we're at 4 lights. Lights are green and we are racing. As we get into turn 1, we're going to go 3 wide between Sean Petrie, Rob Derrick and Carl Rene. Brad Jesson going up the inside of Carl Rene. Oh, and a bit of a shove there. Oh, and Sean has gone off as well. Oh, it's going to be, whoa, that's busy. As we head through turn 2. Someone else off in the distance, that is Rob Derrick, as Nathan is just bouncing off cars left, right and centre here. So it is currently Luke Dunsford who leads the pack, followed by Brad Jesson, Jason Wilds, Taylor Oakes, as Tony Dance launches up the inside and actually gets the move done. Oh, and big contact from behind. Oh, and Dance has lost it. There's more carnage behind. So Wilson's involved, Kinsman's involved. We'll quickly go back on board and actually have a look and see what's happening here. Oh, and he's been pelted from behind by, I believe... Oh, and that's Carl Rene, who's just bows it in and wiped out Daniel Kinsman, and then he's just ploughed into Aaron Wilson. And that's just, oh, and there's even bigger contact just up the road, so he's just then done pretty much yeah, that hasn't ended well for Nathan Addis. It's been a Alex Prema, James Corney, and he's actually got all 4s off the ground. So Nathan Addis has been pelted by, Tony Dance has got it all wrong, and that's cost him dearly. He's been monstered by Daniel Billing. Oh, he's just about squeezed pretty much. So go back to live, and he's trying to hold around the outside of Nathan Addis. That's not quite worked on. Craig Priest trying to make a move, but that didn't quite work as Dance puts the block on. So leading is Brad Jesson, Luke Dunsford second, and Taylor Oakes, Chris Bramley and Jason Miles all trying to go into third position. Bramley's looking up the inside and he gets the move done. Oakes on the grass, on Dunsford off into the wall. So that is Dunsford off into the wall. Darren Owen and Bettigler will go through. Just behind is Nathan Addis and Trevor Wilson. Again, this is a 15-lap race and with one compulsory pit stop. Shorter races tonight for the unfortunate reason of the lateness we've had to start this event. Technical difficulties, obviously, as we mentioned earlier on. So, yeah. It will probably do a little bit longer in the last race for the last race, but yeah. It's Trevor Wilson just forcing his way up the inside of Nathan Addis there. And we're going to go almost 2 by 2, but Nathan Addis manages to secure the position. So Darren Owen now just ahead of Luke Dunsford. Luke not doing too bad, he's holding his own. Obviously a newcomer tonight, so new to the whole process and everything. Oh, Nathan Addis just lunges it up the inside. Oh, there's contact between Owen and Wilson. Dance just running wide in the dirt there a little bit. Actually manages to hold it quite well. Oh, and there's contact between Owen and Dunsford. There's air even. This Priest is possibly looking to go up the inside. He had a look, but didn't get the move completed. Probably wasn't going to happen anyway. Bugler looking to go up the inside of Taylor Oakes. Gives him a bit of a whack. Bit of door rubbing as Oakes is using some grass. to go through the hairpin. That has been an interesting line all night long, I will be honest. Oh, and there's been contact between Priest and Darren Owen. So, what's happened? Oh, they've gone 3 wide into the Honda hairpin as Dunsford goes to the inside. Priest splits Owen and Dunsford up the middle. Oh, and Darren's just driven straight into Priest. He's obviously readdressed that. So I'll get back to live. So Trevor Christensen seems to be taking his time at getting through the field by the looks of it here. Daniel Kinsman obviously at the back, unfortunately, after that first lap carnage incident. So Jason Wilds is looking like he could well be. Oh, Trevor Wilson is going to go around is looking around the outside of Jason Wilds here at turn 1. No, that's Jason Wilds runs wide onto the grass. Is it going to cause carnage? No, it's not. They've both finally passed. As I look over my screens here, and Nathan Ash just casually shaking his head over Trevor's moment there. So Chris Bramley now all over the rear end of Brad Jessen for the race lead here. Bramley winning race 1, so he's looking to try and make it a double win here. If he does that, it will pretty much mean he won't have to finish won't have too much pressure, for race 3 to try and win the race. If he does, it'll be a complete clean sweep of the night. I believe he did that at Melbourne Albert Park, but I would have to go back and have a look just quickly. No, he didn't actually. He got second in race 1, so he didn't quite clean sweep that one, but he still got pretty much maximum points for that. So Bramley's still trailing Jessen, waiting on board Bramley here. As Beatles is closing up the race to 1:33.207. As Bramley closes in on Jessen's going to look up the inside here. Not quite on. Jessen's not quite on the mid. He's going to look up the inside. Side by side, all rubbing. Oh, it's right between these two. Holden versus Nissan. Bramley with the love tabs. Back from Jessen's car. So this is actually not too late run of Siberian. Background in 3rd position. This may actually be a sign that Bramley might be actually getting up. Oh, Jessen locking the inside wheel, and he's run wide, and that's allowed Bramley and Bugler to go both of them through. That now means Bramley leads the race with Bugler in second, but Jessen's looking to come back. He's looking, he's trying to find a way by. And that position is no longer. So Jessen slots into 3rd. Bugler's all over Bramley now. Head into turn 2, not quite close enough yet. It's Nathan Addis and Aaron Wilson battling, Trevor Wilson and Aaron Wilson battling for the 5th position, the final top's 5 spot. Wilson looking like he's got the pace, as Bugler's looking to make a move on Bramley here. Oh, big move there. Just using a bit too much Daniel in that Volvo there, Bugler. You might need to calm that right foot of yours down just quietly. And that's allowed Jessen to now get right up behind, well, not quite right up behind, but close to Daniel Bugler as they go past Carl Rennie, who has let them by. and obeyed blue flags. Aaron Wilson still trailing behind Trevor Wilson and Nathan Addis here. Oh, and really having a bit of a moment there. As Addis is looking to try and hold on to that. That is continuing on. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so Nathan Addis trying to hold on to that 4th position from Aaron Wilson and Trevor Wilson. In no way are they related, just if anybody is confused in some way. With Craig Priest just in the background, not too far behind the pack of them. Quickly run to the front. Bugler seems to have dropped off a little. Also, just quickly have a look behind the field, looking like it's pretty spread out. We'll go back to this battle as Nathan Addis covers the inside, and Trevor's looking to go up the inside. There's a bit of tapping. We'll quickly go on board with Wilson here as he's side by side with Wilson. Oh, Trevor Wilson. Oh, Trevor just giving Nathan a bit of a whack on the left rear. As they get towards the shed, Nathan Addis is still afloat. He's doing a bit of rally cross at the same time. Literally, yes, the grass and gravel sides of the track. The racetrack is the parts of the track that is one by line, not the grass. As out, Wilson just lunges it up the inside of Trevor Wilson, and that's, well, not gone too well. It hasn't actually done anything apart from made him go backwards. Not sure if he outbroke himself there, but that's allowed Craig Priest to now close the gap. This is a very close battle for the top 5 between 3 cars as Jessen is in pit lane to serve his pit lane compulsory pit stop. As Trevor Wilson running one. Oh, and he's on the grass. That's cost him big time. Oh, and he's managed to hold on to it, but that's allowed Craig Priest through into 6th. No, 5th position, sorry. So now Wilson is up into 4th. So Wilson's probably going to have a go here at the Honda hairpin, and Bugler's all over Bramley now. So battle brewing for the lead, and Wilson's going to look up the inside of the Honda hairpin of Nathan Addis, and Bramley's going to try and on a big contact. Big whack from Nathan Addis as he just turns down on Wilson. I think it was Wilson. We'll just go back on the board. So actually have a look. So yeah, so Nathan's actually turned in. So yeah, that's probably a bit early on the turn in there, Nathan. May want to recheck your turns, and then he's had to give way to make sure he doesn't turn in on Craig. So Wilson now up into the 3rd position, so he's actually on the podium. So Nathan was actually on the podium there. 5th is Craig Priest. Trevor Wilson coming back quickly. He's actually diving in the pit lane as so is Nathan Addis. Are they going to make sure they hit that speed limiter? Control line, watch out for those tyre walls. Jessen found out earlier. So Wilson and Trevor Wilson and Nathan Addis are both in pit lane to serve their CPS, compulsory pit stop. So that will drop down the order. Tony Dance goes by. Darren Owen now coming into pit lane to serve his compulsory pit stop, as well as Luke Dunsford and Trevor Wilson. Oh, and Trevor's been hit in the pit lane! Oh no! So this is going to kill Trevor's race here. He's actually managed to spin it around fairly well, actually. I'm very impressed with that. Props to Trevor for that. A very nice flick spin. I'm sure Colin McRae would have been very proud of that as well. So Daniel Kinsman is still at the back. He's trying to recover as much as possible. However, it is becoming a bit of a challenge for him, I must say. As Luke Dunsford exits pit lane, Trevor Christensen, with him. We're trying to find some battle packs here as the pit stops are happening, and Bugler's all over the rear end of Bramley as we just cut back to the lead of the race. trying to find a battle, and well, we've found one for sure. Bramley comes in for his pit stop, and so does Bugler. Is Bugler going to make sure he... Oh, big moment there for Bramley coming through pit lane. P3. Both on the limiters, both at the right time. That's good to see. Bugler in his box. Bramley pulls into his box. So now there goes Aaron Wilson. Craig Priest now into pit lane. Tony Dance comes into pit lane as well. And is Brad Jesson? No, Jesson's pitted already, that's right. Is Nathan Addis? No, Addis continues around for another lap. So Bramley's well beaten Bugler out of the pits. So Craig Priest now at a pit lane. Oh, that was very close. Bit of a dangerous pit exit here at Phillip Island, but nevertheless, as we head, try to find out where everybody is. So Brad Jesson's now on the podium, I believe. No, Wilson's actually in the lead. That's right, because he hasn't pitted yet. So Wilson currently leads this race by 13 seconds. That is going to evaporate very quickly when he enters pit lane. So Chris Bramley is effectively your race leader at the moment, followed then by Daniel Bugler, who sits second, Brad Jesson third on the podium, the final spot of the podium. Nathan is fourth, Craig Priest fifth, sixth is Trevor Wilson, seventh is Jason Wilds, eighth is Taylor Oakes, ninth is Tony Dance. Tony Dance has a bit of a moment on. Jason runs wide there. That's allowed Tony and Taylor to both go through. I'm hearing something. Whoa, that's a bit of a moment there for Nathan Addis. What's happened there? He's coming to Lady Heights and he's gone straight ahead. That's not the ideal race behind this quietly. So that's a very close moment for Craig Priest. Oh, and he's given him a bit of a whack. Come on, Nathan. Be fair about it. So, let's go around the outside match that we've done anyway. Oh, Nathan is all over it. I'm not exactly sure, but it's not far off. If it wasn't. That's Sean Petrie in the pit lane here, so we'll jump back to live. So, Wilson is still yet to pit. He's running out of laps here. Yes, he's still yet to pit. He is running out of laps to make his CPS, and he may well want to do it very soon, otherwise he will probably start to run out of fuel and tyres, just quietly. Which is, yes, he actually is, as Bramley's actually taken more than 5 seconds, 6 seconds actually. I'm not an Aussie, I don't say it by that. Bramley's actually taken 6 seconds out of Wilson's lead. So is Wilson, yes, he's actually struggling for tyres now, and Wilson actually comes into pit lane now. It's a very late pit stop from Aaron Wilson. He will probably fall to about 6th, I believe, if not 7th. So that means that Chris Bramley takes over the lead of the race. Daniel Bugler will slot into 2nd, Brad Jesson 3rd, Nathan Addis 4th, Trevor Wilson 5th, Craig Priest 6th, and Tony Dance has actually made a game for position there. Around at Loogie Heights. We'll actually have a look at how he's actually done it. So, oh, he's got around the outside at Loogie Heights. An amazing move from Tony Dance there. So the battle's still going on between Taylor Oakes and Tony Dance. Tony Dance actually managed to do a very good job of getting around the outside of Loogie Heights. Oh, actually I pulled my father. Oh no, he's totally done himself. Oh, and that's not been the greatest of ways to make yourself look like a champ. I must give him props though, my father did do a very good job at going around the outside at Lugi Heights. That is a very challenging corner to not only overtake it, but also to do around the outside. That's very impressive. I'll give him credit to that. Even I probably wouldn't be able to do that just quietly, and I'm quite experienced with this. So, props to him. Anyway, back to the racing. Brad Jesson is currently locked in a battle with Nathan Addis for the final spot on the podium. But unfortunate that mistake happened to Tony Dance, but oh well. Moving on. Addis is all over Jesson. He's not going to make a move here. Nathan has given a bit of a bump there. Oh, Jesson's run wide. Addis has run wide. They've both run wide. So that's now allowed Trevor Wilson and Craig Priest onto the top 5 positions. Brad Jesson will now occupy 5th. Bramley is currently running away with this one. Bugler is sitting pretty in 2nd, quite comfortably as well. Although Trevor Wilson is not a slow pedaler, so it'll be interesting to see whether he can catch up. I'm going to say Nathan Addis looking up the inside of Lugi Heights. He's not quite got the job done, but not a bad effort. We'll quickly go on board and see how this plays out. So he's trying to go around the outside, and then he's just throwing it up the inside. Braking zone. So that's cost him a bit of time as Jason Wilds almost looks for a move up the inside of Taylor Oaks at Lugi Heights. And Jason Wilds runs wide as Trevor Christensen, unfortunately not having the greatest of races. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I have to find out after the race. Currently trying to find something that's going on fairly close as well. Darren Owen currently actually battling Trevor Christensen for 11th. Daniel Kinsman's actually recovered to a top 10 position at the moment, so he's not doing too bad. He's recovered quite well. Tony, what's going on here? Dance has gone straight off into the tyres. That's a big shunt. Not ideal at all. And then Rob Derrick's come over the hill, seen him and gone, oh, whoa. And then Tony's gone straight ahead again. Not sure what's happened there, but he's now fallen all the way down to 15th. Apparently Carl Rennie has DNF'd for some reason by the looks of it, and not exactly sure why. Sean Petrie is the only one to go down a lap as Rob Derrick gets by Sean to put a lap on him himself. So 1 lap remaining. It's pretty much all done and dusted here for Bramley. He's well out in front by a sizable margin actually. As he comes up to lap Tony Dance, blue flags, there we go. He's by nice and cleanly. 10-second gap, that's pretty well cemented Bramley with a second win to make it 2 in a row. Bugler will probably take second again. And no, actually he finished third actually for Craig Priest in that first race, sorry. He'll take second to recover what he lost in the last corner in race 1. Not sure if Craig's going to be able to do it. It's probably unlikely, but I would say Trevor Wilson is going to be finishing third on the final step of the podium. Fourth will be Craig Priest. And yep, Bramley's very well got this in the bag as he comes across the line. It will be Chris Bramley who wins race 2, followed by Daniel Bugler in second. Third place will go to Trevor Wilson on the final step of the podium. Fourth will go to Craig Priest. Fifth will go to Brad Jessen. Let's actually have a look at that final few corners here between those two. Nathan is doing some lawn mowing once again. No surprise here. But that's ultimately cost him, and he's had a bit of a slide there, so that's ultimately cost him. Aaron Wilson will finish in 7th. Yep. 8th will go to Taylor Oakes. 9th, Trevor Christensen. Not the greatest finish for him, but nevertheless. 10th will go to Jason Wild, the final top 10 spot of the field. 11th will go to Darren Owen. 12th will go to Daniel Kinsman. So Kinsman's actually had a moment there. Not sure. Oh, and he's run wide at Loogie Heights, so a change for position on the final lap. So what's actually happened here is he run wide at... Trevor's actually done him on the final lap, so that's... Oh, and Wild's running wide on the final lap there as well. So that was interesting. So then we go back to Luke Dunsford in 13th. Props to him on actually doing fairly well, actually finishing a decent position. 14th will go to Rob Derrick. 15th will go to Tony Dance as he's as we see him doing donuts. And 16th will go to Sean Petrie. 17th will go to Carl Rennie. 14th he DNF'd, so the only two non-lead lap cars to finish were Sean Petrie and Tony Dance. That is race 3 of tonight's event. We will be back for race 3, the final race, which will be a reverse grid of the current points that as they stand tonight. It's the track.
Go, go, go! The world's best racing car simulators are now available for your personal and corporate entertainment. We manufacture for sale or hire open wheel and saloon car simulators. Don't bore your guests with long speeches. Entertain them with something a little different at your corporate events. Set an impression that lasts forever with our car simulators. Put the brakes on your busy schedule and call us today on 0800 497 377.
Bradley, what lap did you pass? Bugler's just saying that he jumped through in pit lane, but I'm pretty sure he did it. Yeah, so yeah, that's you on board now. Yeah. So he's in front of you. Yeah. And then he comes out ahead of you. So obviously he comes your box. He pulls it out of his box. And then I've got to find something else to watch. Yeah, so he's already left.
Who was it? Oh, was it? The other one of the songs is.
Yeah, what about Craig? Yeah. Yeah, they're very confusing. You just have to tell red or blue.
So that points?
Yeah, plus they're the same livery.
We're gonna have points?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Sweet. It's just 11 o'clock. We're going to do 10 or 15?
I don't know, what do you want to do?
15 and 2?
Or 20, 21.
No, it's just going to be too late, man. It's going to be like 11:30. Because it's fucking 6 past now. Yeah. Is that your loud bloody car riding? I mean, Volvo, eh? Engine note so different. Yeah, it's really weird, eh? I used to drive one Yeah, it's the race one. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I changed to Holden, it was like.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Props to you for going around the outside of Oaks at Levy Heights. That's not easy. No, you got man. Yeah, I was like, yeah, boy. And then you cooked it, like a few corners later, it bloody turned 2, you dumbass.
Who's that?
Yeah, and then just do
does
it,
he?
and you gotta sort that.
Yeah, bugger.
I think the big talk after the big hoo-ha with the carnage race ones were did the job. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You screwed us up.
Yeah.
Just let me know
We've kind of given him a bit of talking. Yeah. He's only here for 5 years.
You'll only get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You need cash or plus?
Yeah.
No worries. You enjoy it?
Yeah. Not sure. That's what I'm yeah. I'm not sure if I have to have one.
How are you editing the script, Barry? How are you editing the grid? Yeah, you need to sort them as part of it. No, they're paid. That needs to be records that must be kept. And someone else did too. Because it was on my other spreadsheet. And cover them on too. Cover that F column. Hey? Yeah. No worries, man. Cheers. Yep. All good, man. Just let us know about Monday. We'll go from there. Column C. What are you doing?
Well, Bramley will obviously start from the back.
Just do this. Just go.
No, because then you're just going to fuck the entire order up.
Why?
Because
But the
you
points.
haven't combined them yet, so it doesn't matter.
Eh? But you.
Hello and welcome back to the final race of the night for the 2017 Hyper Stimulator New Zealand Supercars League at Phillip Island. It is race 3. Race 3's grid is sorted by a reverse grid of the points. Lights out and away we go. Number of people haven't actually gone, so Darren Owen is one of them, and I believe, we've got Carnage, Sherman Christensen and Craig Priest involved. Off the start, there's 2 cars. We'll have to go back and have a look after, but we're currently heading into turn 1. Tony Dance is leading the race as they head into turn 2. Oh, and Aaron Wilson, well, looks like we're going off there, so that's now Carl Rennie's going around the outside. No, he's not. He's going lawn mowing at the moment. Oh, Darren Owen has gone around as well, so that's currently Tony Dance is actually leading the race. Again, 15 laps and 1 compulsory pit stop. So, as they head into the Honda hairpin, we'll actually quickly make sure there's no carnage. Doesn't look like it at the moment. So everybody's made it pretty clean at the moment. Tony Dance is actually broken away quite well from the field. So we'll actually quickly go back and have a look at what's actually happened at the start between Trevor Christensen and Craig Priest. Craig's gone to go around the outside of everybody, and pretty much he's just tapped the grass and around she goes. That's not ideal. Darren's just made contact with that was Brad Jesson, yes it was, and then pretty much from there so I'll jump back to live. So something Bugler's been involved in something, so we'll have a look at that as well. So let's get here. Oh yeah, just a bit unfortunate there. That Robert just not quite having anywhere to go. Rob's gone around. Contact there between Wilson and a number of them. Bramley's looking up the inside of Taylor Oaks. Jason Walton, Brad Jesson. Oh, and there's Courtney's Ag. That's very close as they go side by, not quite side by side, but not far off. Kinsman and Wild side by side as they head over Loogie Heights. Wild's still on, there's contact, big hit. Wild's just getting slightly loose, and that's pretty much sent them both off. On, he's come back on, and Kinsman's just come back on and plowed straight into Rob. That's a bit unfortunate. Carnage full tonight as Tony Dance is still actually in the race, being 2 laps in. So 2 laps in, go through the order. Tony Dance leads this race by actually 6 seconds. That's actually 1.5 seconds as the timing tries to confuse me. Second is Jason Wiles. Third, Chris Bramley. Fourth, Trevor Wilson. Fifth, I'm not sure what's going on there. Taylor Oaks. Then it goes back to Nathan Addis. As Nathan's looking to go up the inside, that will secure him 5th. Taylor Oaks will be 6th. Aaron Wilson 7th. Jason Wiles is sitting 8th. 9th is Daniel Bigler. 10th is Craig Priest. As this is he side by side with Darren Owen. Yes, that will be 10th. So Darren Owen is now 11th. 12th is Trevor Christensen. unfortunate to lose him, but Rally 4 always becomes priority, even in virtual. So, currently the order being a bit odd at the moment. Tony Dunn's actually lost a number of places there, not exactly sure why. Quickly go back and have a look. Actually realise that. Anyway, oh yeah, there we go. He's just run wide and he's making contact with Jason, who's launched it up the inside, and Bramley's actually almost run into him as well. So we'll just get back to live. And it is Brad Jesson who leads the way from Trevor Wilson, Chris Bramley, and Nathan Aston Wilson. Tony Dance is only 4 down to 6, so it's not a total loss. Doing alright. Danny Boogle is 7th, he's recovering not too badly. 8th is Craig Bruce, 9th is Jason Lyles, 10th then Darren Owen, 11th Taylor Oakes, 12th Rob Derrick, 13th Daniel Kinsman, 14th Trevor Christensen, and 15th Carl Rennie. So as we head back through, Jason Wild's looking to make a move on Craig Priest, but that's probably not going to happen. Back to the battle at the front, it is Chris Bramley looking to make a move. They get down towards turn 1. Side by side through the shed. Nathan holding it. That's very close. Oh, there's no gap there, Nathan. Oh, and he's just pushed him wide. Nathan will probably readdress that. Wilson's looking to go around the outside of Nathan Addis. As Nathan's telling Jesson to hurry up. As Jesson is just dawdling around. So and now Wilson is up into the podium, and now Jesson's actually going to look to go up around the outside of Aaron Wilson, and he's kind of done it, but Wilson's come back at him, but no. Oh, kind of held it. Oh, Jesson's run wide, and well, that's handed the position straight to Wilson and Addis. Tony Dunn's just about running at the back of Brad Jesson. The Mobile 1 Holden Commodore. One of the few vintage liveries that the great late Simon Cribb claimed for us, as Bugle makes a move up the inside in the Volvo on Tony Dunn's and then Ted Kelly Odell Dance Mania Phil Falcon. Craig Priest not too far behind, so now Regis is now into 5th, Nathan Addison to 4th, then Wiggler is in 6th, so, and then it goes back to Tony Dance in 7th, 8th is Craig Priest, as Priest looks to make a move on Dance. It appears to be that Daniel Kinsman has pulled the plug, as well as Taylor Oakes. So we've lost 2 drivers. So now we're down to 18 runners as Bramley has Wilson locks up the inside with a massive move. But that move doesn't stick very long, so Bramley now retakes the lead of the race. Trevor Wilson second. Battle for fourth between Brad Jesson and Daniel Bugler. Bugler's looking to make a move up the inside here at the hairpin. Yes, he is. Yes, he kind of gets it made side by side. Not too bad. Bit of slide, but not too bad. Jesson's coming back up the inside. Oh, and Wilson stopped in the middle of the track. What's happened there? Stopped right smack in the middle of the track. What's actually happened? Oh, he's locked up into the hairpin. On straight ahead, come back on the track, and then what's he done? Oh, he's just gone off and round she goes. That would have been a hair racing experience for Jesson. So now Wilson down into 7th, that means Aaron Wilson is 2nd and Daniel Bugler is on the podium. But Brad Jesson is holding his own and he's doing a fairly alright job of it. So he may well get the podium here if he's crafty enough. Bramley not running away with this one too easily by the looks of it. So interesting to see whether Jesson can actually keep up and whether Wilson can also catch and pass Bramley. Oh, but Wilson's gone straight off at turn 2. Well, run wide, not quite all the way off, but close enough. So train of cars forming in behind Brad Jesson of Nathan Harris, Craig Priest, Trevor Wilson and Tony Dance. Then you have the rest of them: Jason Wiles, Darren Owen, Trevor Christensen, Rob Derrick. Rob, unfortunately, quite a ways behind because of the fact that he was involved early on in an incident, but got to finish the race and score some points. Or at least make it halfway if the car decides to give up. The field's spreading out to some extent. Something's happening between Wilds and Owen in the hairpin, so have a look. So Owen has had a massive moment into the hairpin, getting loose under brakes and then just straight ahead. Lucky not to take out Jesson in the process. So doesn't look like he's lost too much time. Quite spread out. Now we've got some pit stops happening. This is going to be interesting. Nathan Addis, Craig Priest and Trevor Wilson all in pit lane. Tony Dance taking a bit of a lawn mowing approach to the outside of the final corner. Does own a lawn mowing business, but not quite the way you would treat a V8 supercar, just quietly. And Nathan has exited his box, has managed to jump both Trevor and Craig. Craig's leaving now, and Trevor is leaving now. And Jason Wiles is in, Darren Owen and Trevor Christensen are all in. So the rear runners are starting to make their pit stops. We should see some of the front runners start to make them soon. I presume Bramley is coming in the next 2 laps, if not this lap. Oh, a big sideways moment there. Let's see, he's probably going to be coming in this lap if his tyres are that shot. Aaron Wilson, pace-wise, couple of tenths off. Not quite a second, but he's not far off, so he under a second behind in terms of lap time. Bramley's fastest is a 33.244, whereas Wilson's is a 32.781. So he's actually theoretically quicker, as both Bramley and Wilson dive in a pit lane. Oh, that's a squirrely entry to pit lane from Wilson there, and Bugler's cooked it into pit lane. Not quite totally cooked it, but he's kind of half-baked it. As Brad Jesson is also in the pit lane, Tony Dance is in the pit lane as well. Nathan Addis is coming around the final corner, and Brad Jesson just leaves in time for Tony Dance not running time, and Aaron Wilson just leaving pit lane as well as their box, as well as Daniel Bugler very close on the exit of pit lane. Bramley's run away with that. Nathan Addis is in the second. 1, 2, 3 as they exit pit lane. And Craig Priest is coming along. Here he comes. He's going to go up the inside of all three. Yes, he does. He does a 3-in-1 hit to move up into the podium. A bloody good move there from Craig Priest. Up the inside of turn 1. Yes, he has. So Nathan is probably looking like he's going to get second here, and Priest is going to be on the podium, and Jessen runs onto the grass again. Seems to be a lot of ball mode going on tonight, just quietly. Yeah. Probably not the ideal line either, is to be lawn mowing the track. It's probably left a better job for the groundskeepers with their ride-on lawnmowers, but if anybody else volunteers, and Bugler goes wide and does the same thing as what most people have been doing all night, which is lawn mowing. Anyway, continuing on, if people want to volunteer, then by all means, even if it's in a 700 horsepower V8 supercar. So Brad Jessen, after running wide there, has just come back. He's managed to get by Trevor Wilson as Bugler comes in the pit lane. Oh, is he speeding the pit lane? Oh, he's got a drive-through penalty. That's going to absolutely murder him. So that's going to drop Bugler to outside the top 10, I believe. No, not quite. He'll probably drop just inside it. Is Wilson looking to go around? Actually, he does go around the outside of Brad Jessen there. Will actually go on. Move, but Jessen wants to come back and get very close to the rear end and Wilson jump back to live, so Jessen hasn't got him back, so Wilson has kept that position. Wilson and Jessen banging doors, rubbing wheels. This isn't a non-contact sport on. Trevor's actually got that wrong. I'm not actually sure if there was contact there, or actually just no, he actually did that on his own. Very bizarre for that to happen. So, only 4 laps to go this time by for Chris Bramley. Yes, 4 laps to go. Bramley sets a 32.749, the fastest lap of the race so far. Nathan Addis is sitting second. He is about 4.5 seconds behind. But Bramley is on newer tyres, so this will be interesting to see whether Nathan's kept his tyres in good shape or whether he's used them up too quickly. Craig Priest does a 32.398, quickest lap of the race as well. So, a number of these guys starting to put out some fairly decent lap times. Wilson just sitting in 4th position, Brad Jessen 5th, Trevor Wilson 6th. Daniel Bugler's actually fallen down to 7th, so he hasn't lost too much. I would say that's probably not totally evaporated his chances of finishing second for the night. Although I'll just quickly have a look. Actually, that's dropped him quite a bit down because he's actually lost a number of positions. It's actually a 1 point difference between himself and Craig Priest, who is currently sitting 3rd in points for the night. So he falls to a 3rd or 4th, I believe, if my math is correct. It probably isn't, but anyway. Rest of the field just pondering around. John Christensen not having too great of a night, to be honest. Probably one of his worst performances in quite a while, so I would say he's probably going to make this a drop round if he does every round of the championship. These are our drop rounds, if I'm not mistaken. So Aaron Wilson now all over the rear end of Craig Priest. Wilson looking to try again on the podium here. He's done alright in the past 2 races, so he'll try to consolidate a decent finish on the night. As we head into the hairpin, Caprice goes defensive, Wilson a bit wide on the apex, but still managed to haul it up and get it around the corner and not lose. Actually, I don't think he lost any time there. So, Wilson managing to throw the car around, but actually do it fairly well. Doesn't look like Nathan, look at the gap between first and second, between Chris Bramley and Nathan Addis. It doesn't look like Nathan's managed to keep a hold of his tyres. Well, look after them anyway. And close that gap down, so it's looking like Bramley may have a clean sweep here of all 3 races, which I'm sure he'll be more than delighted with. Craig Priest sitting on the podium, Aaron Wilson, sorry. Not sure how I got confused, but anyway. Aaron Wilson sitting all over the rear end of Craig Priest. He's not too much different in pace. Craig Priest's last lap was a 32.837, and Wilson's was a 32.874. So, literally hundredths of a second between these two. So they're very close at the moment in terms of overall pace. Whether Wilson can actually keep that pace going though is yet to be seen. He's just trying to find something happening on track, as everybody seems to be pretty well balanced at the moment. Christensen, has managed to get past Darren Owen into 10th position, and I think Tony Dance has got his headlights on. I'm not sure. No, he's just trail braking. That's very bizarre. But anyway, what have we got? So Trevor Wilson, looking like he's trying to find a way past Brad Jessen here. We'll take a look at the lap times. Trevor Wilson doing a 1 minute 33.847 on that last lap. Lap 13 that is. And Brad Jessen did a 34.3, so Trevor's actually quicker, but they've got 1 lap to try and make a move. So Wilson's got 1 lap to try and pull a move on Priest, and Wilson's got 1 lap to make a move on Jessen, and he's looking at Dev's brow. He's gone wide. Is the pressure getting to Wilson? Desperation factor starting to probably kick in now, but for Wilson as well as Jessen, the pressure is building quite severely as they head down towards the Honda hairpin. Wilson trying to close that gap on Craig Priest, and Trevor Wilson trying to close that gap on Brad Jessen, as Wilson's going to look to go around the outside at Siberia. Jessen using a bit of that panel work as they're still side by side. Coming into Hayshed, who's it going to be? They're still side by side. On Wilson with a bit of a slide there. On Wilson's all over Priest here. Is he going to get the move done? He's going to go around the outside, and he's overcooked it. Not quite. Yes, he has. He's overcooked it into the exit of Loogie Heights. And Wilson's actually gone around the outside. He's trying to go around the outside out of Loogie Heights as they come through the final 2 corners. He's going to try and go around the outside. They're side by side. Brad Jessen, no. Jessen's managed to get ahead. One last opportunity. Is he going to get a good enough run out of the final corner? It's going to be close. Yes, no, he's not. It will be Brad Jessen who will take 5th position. Chris Bramley will make it a clean sweep of the night to take the win in all 3 races. Second place for race 3 will be Nathan Addis. 3rd will be Craig Priest. 4th will be Aaron Wilson. 5th will be Brad Jessen after just barely holding on from Trevor Wilson, who finished 6th. Daniel Berg was 7th, Trevor Christensen 8th, and I believe there was actually a drag race on the line between someone. Oh, there was a drag. Oh no, Tony Dunst has been pipped at the line by Kira Christensen. So Tony Dunst finishes 9th, Christensen 8th. 10th will be Jason Wiles, 11th Darren Owen, 12th Rob Derrick. And then you have the rest of the field who DNF, which is Daniel Kinsman, Taylor Oakes, Carl Rennie, and then unfortunately Sean Petrie and Luke Dunsford, who had to bail due to work. So that is your finishing order for race 3 tonight. We thank you for joining and bearing with us, even through the technical difficulties. We do apologise for them. Obviously, we can't control technology, as it can be a pain sometimes, but nevertheless, thank you for joining us. We hope to see you in 2 weeks' time for round number 5 at Barbagallo Raceway, where the short but quite technical racetrack will probably bring out quite a number of good drivers. So we hope to see you then. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you till next time.